Can I buy a condo in New York City on a student visa?
Yes, you can. There is no citizenship requirement to buy real estate in New York City, but you may have to pay all cash or put down a large down payment, typically 40 to 50%. And some co-ops, though, however, are not international student friendly.
Do I need a US credit score to buy?
No, you don't. But if you need financing, that comes handy. If you don't, there are options. You can always work with lenders that specialize in foreign nationals, but you have to put down a large down payment.
Can my parents buy the property for me?
Yes, they can. They have many options. They can buy in their own names, they can buy jointly with you, or just in your names, or in trust or LLC. Some co-ops, they say they allow parents buying for children, but many co-ops don't allow that.
Can I rent out my condo while I am still in school?
Yes, you can. Most condo buildings will have a minimum 1 year term. And the co-ops, however, they don't really allow renting that at ease.
Can I get a mortgage as an international student?
Possibly. You can if you work with a lender that specializes in foreign national, but you will need to have the following a few things. One is a larger down payment, 40 to 50%. You need a US bank account, and then you also need to be able to verify maybe your parents' overseas asset and income. And one thing to note is your rate will be higher than the local residents.
Will buying property help me with my immigration status?
No, owning a real estate property does not help you getting a visa or permanent residency. However, it could be a good financial decision when it comes to financial planning while you study or planning a long-term residence.
Can I use an LLC or trust to buy?
Yes, you can. In fact, it's very common for international buyers. It's common to purchase with LLC or trust for privacy or tax purposes. LLCs, co-ops, on the other hand, some of them do not allow that.
What are the extra costs for foreign buyers?
None. There are actually no difference in terms of cost between foreign buyers and local buyers. The only difference is when you sell, you're subject to what's called a FERPT withholding, which is to say government withholds 15% of your proceeds when you sell, but that money is released back to you after you file for taxes related to the sale. And there are also legal ways to avoid that, and you can DM me for details.
Will I have to pay US property tax as a student?
Yes, everyone, as long as you're owner, it doesn't matter your status, have to pay New York City property taxes. But property taxes are generally lower in the city than in the suburbs.
Is it better to buy a condo near my school or invest in a rental-friendly area?
That really depends on your goal, right? And typically, a lot of times it's possible to achieve both. You can live in it while you go to school and then rent it out after you graduate.